Yes.
Welcome, everybody. Well, that was some really amazing and wonderful intro music. I'll tell you what flashed through my mind when about halfway through that first song, I was like, well, does anybody think they're walking into a traditional church? Perfect. Welcome, everybody, to the fellowship service this afternoon. Welcome to those who are watching online on this beautiful fall day. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful whether it's raining or the sun is shining. So I'd like to invite you all to stand and we'll sing our opening song together in front of your songbook, Prayer of the Children of Love.
Your kingdom come, your holy will is wholly done. Spirit, source of love, your children sing, flow through us now in everything, every day. In every way, our prayer is this. Everywhere, let love be there, and so it is. Father, Mother, God, kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, your children sing, flow through us now in everything. Father, Mother, God, your children pray, beloved in us in every way.
Please be seated. Let's begin to relax and just prepare ourselves for the opening meditation. Relax in your chairs, find a comfortable sitting spot for your body. And let's do our 3 deep fellowship breaths with an audible ah in that breath. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathe in. And as we lay down all our earthly concerns, let's bring our full attention into our heart space. You might want to put your hand on your heart. And in this sacred and loving space, just feel your heart soften. As you become aware of the vast spaciousness beyond space and time. With open hearts, we feel our way to compassionate oneness with all beings. And we know that our every thought and act, our every intention combines with all others to profoundly impact the universe. Our collective energy illuminates all hearts in our country right now with love and compassion, wisdom and clarity. Each of us right now grounded in unwavering trust and patience. We are comforted knowing that there is always a bigger spiritual picture. And so we allow things to develop in the perfect way and in perfect divine timing. Firm in our knowing that all is truly well. We hold everyone in our country in a magnificent, powerful circle of love. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. And now we have some more wonderful music from the Bliton Band.
have power. Our words have power. The things we think and say create our state of mind. Imagination, what we envision, will tell the mastermind what we would like to find. We have the power, we have the wisdom, we have the senses that will help create the vision. Let's use our mind at full capacity to make our world a better place to be. Our thoughts have power, our words have power. The things we think and say create our state of mind. Imagination, what we envision, will tell the mastermind what we would like to find. We have the power, we have the wisdom, we have the senses that will help create the vision. Let's use our mind at full capacity to make our world a better place to be.
And please stay standing and take some time to greet each other and give each other a hug or a handshake.
There you are.
See if that's better. Good to see you.
Testing, testing.
No, it was, well,
Testing.
the position of the pressure down. Just the weather is not.
Yeah. But it seems to taper out.
Well, we'll figure it out. It's just not here to not there. Michigan weather.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark.
Give me the week. There you go. Then I followed that up with the side. My school's been really well. Church this week. Very well. Everybody seemed really happy. We had a guest feature. Done. Very good. And what here's another bit of talking about prayer and faith, persistent faith. That's the Let me get back. You're talking to
but I'll clean it up better later. Oh, my God. Oh, okay.
Mary, you gotta start blinking the lights on and off. I get an elementary school. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, Jen's are better.
And as you make your way back to your seats, and I will introduce our speaker today, and to give him maximum amount of time, I won't belabor the introduction, but we can always look forward to an inspiring and valuable message from Richard Lassin. So please give him a warm welcome.
Got my microphone on. Hang on a second, I gotta grab my notes. It's nice to see everybody. It's kind of a change of season, isn't it? Yeah. Last time I was here, spoke, it was summertime, and always amazes me how things change. I don't know about you, but when this weather gets this way, I get a stuffy nose, and I don't know if any of you can relate to that. It just seems every October around that time. Yeah. So I want to say thank you for coming, and those online. My friend Angie is down in Costa Rica, and she's watching online, and maybe we could say hello to her. Hey, Angie. Nice to see everybody. I got some tea here, and it's called Relaxed Mind. So, see how relaxed I am here today. And to start off, a quote by Rumi. It says, "The entire universe is inside you. You search the world for treasure, but the real treasure is yourself. The desire to know your own soul will end all other desires. The soul has been given ears that the mind does not understand. Listen to the silence. It has so much to say." A Course in Miracles echoes that sentiment when it says, "In quietness, all things are answered." So I'd like to start out with, we'll do a little meditation, just kind of reflection and centering. And then we'll do a little mindfulness, and I'll start my talk. So I'd like you to get comfortable in your chair. With your feet on the ground. You may or may not want to close your eyes. We're going to do some breathing together. We'll inhale on 3, hold for 3, and exhale for 3. So just focus on your breathing. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. And whatever thoughts come to mind, just focus on our breathing. To let all the chatter and all the noise just float by us. All our concerns and worries can drop to the floor. For this is the now moment, the present, the gift. To be totally here, to be totally present. We thank our bodies for making this incarnation so real. That we are able to experience creation through this body. We think about all the parts that make it possible, from our legs and our feet, our hands, our arms, our mouths. We think about all the organs that silently do their work. Our brains and our heart and lungs and our abdomen. And now we even go a step further. We think of the billions and billions of cells that comprise our body. that silently live and die without complaint, just to serve you. And we say thank you to each one. And today, millions of souls will die, and millions of souls will be born, silently giving a gift to you so that you can experience creation. And just to relax, to feel the presence of peace of mind. This is your inheritance. This is a place where you can go anytime you like. This is a refuge from a world that at times seems to be at war with itself. We can find peace here anytime we like. Just to enjoy this silent moment of our time together. Okay. John said I should get an air horn and kind of bring everybody back out. So I don't have one, but you can wiggle and kind of come back to us. And, and I like to practice this part about just mindfulness, and it's the antidote to anxiety and depression. To be fully present in this moment. Depression, to me, is about worrying about regrets of the past, and anxiety is worries about the future. And in this present moment, this is the only thing that's real. The words I said 10 seconds ago do not exist. To be fully here. So just take a moment and look around this room and take a look at what your eyes fall upon without any judgment. You see the windows and the walls, the people, all the different colors and shapes. The shapes, the light, the color, the shades of gray, the intensity of light. Just to be aware of that. Without judgment. To be fully present. Now think about what you can hear. Maybe you can hear the whir of a fan, creak of a chair. If you listen carefully, you can even hear the flow of blood in your body. Are we just aware of the things that are around us? It's a wonderful gift. And when I become upset, I can always go to this place of awareness of the present moment, where peace resides. Okay, thank you. Well, this last spring, I don't know if anybody here has ever had cataract surgery. Raise your hand if you ever had. Well, I'm not alone. So, I have an optometrist, and over the years they're saying, you're getting close. So they finally decided to send me to go see a surgeon. And I had not had, never done that before. So it was, it's an amazing experience. It's like an assembly line there. You're in and out in 3 hours, and most of the time is just getting prepped. And you're awake during the operation, but there's no pain whatsoever. And the operation itself probably takes 10 minutes. And when they're done, they patch up your eye and shoo you out the door, and you come back the next day, and you go into a darkened room, and he takes the patch off and looks and sees what's going on and pronounces that it's working out okay. And after that, I get to go out into the lobby for the first time and see the real world. And it's like, oh my God, have anybody had that experience? It's like, it is so bright. I had to put my hand in front of it, and so much bluer. I couldn't believe it. It's like I had been living a life looking through a window of orange grime. And it's just funny how so gradually that change occurs that you never even notice it. Something to be grateful for, to be able to have that fixed. And even today, there are people in third world countries who are blind because they don't have access to that type of surgery. And years ago, people just lived with it, and I'm grateful that they were able to help me with that. So today's talk is about another type of lens, and this is talking about interpretive lenses. So, to start, I have a picture I want to show you. You probably have seen this before. You know, and I want you to look at it. What do you see? You know, some of you may see a vase. Others might see two profiles looking at each other. Some of you may not see anything at all. Some of you just might see black ink on a white page. But it's interesting. I have been able to see the faces and the vase, but you know, I can't see them at the same time. Which one's correct? They all are. And how we see things is through an interpretive lens. And so I'd like to apply this to something that's a little more controversial. The Bible, for example. Not here to support it or attack it, just that the Bible, like every book, it's not a sentient agent. It can't speak or clarify. It cannot correct or elaborate. It's just a text without meaning. I know that seems strange, but meaning is generated in the mind of the reader when they engage the text. And because readers have different backgrounds, historical, social, and cultural differences, different interpretations are generated. And that results into over 450 different versions of the Bible in thousands of Christian denominations. Some of them believe that their way is the only way. People see and understand things differently. This is pretty normal. I like to quote, I think her name, Anais Nin. She had said, "We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are." The statement states that our personal experience, belief, and values and emotions are filtered through which we perceive and interpret the world. It means that everyone's understanding of a situation can differ based on their unique internal lens. Of Course in Miracles, Workbook Lesson 2 states this: we provide all the meaning there is to everything we see. It's a core principle that the meaning and significance we observe are not inherent to the objects or the people, but are entirely projected by our minds based on our past experience, beliefs, judgments. And if I would amend that to say this with that lesson: we provide all the meaning to everything we hear. This is a kind of a common thread in the spiritual community. I follow some of the things online that Thich Nhat Hanh said regarding this subject. He said, for things to reveal themselves to us, we need to be ready to abandon our views about them. If I'm upset for whatever reason, I have a little card on my front door and it says, I could see peace instead of this. That it's really a choice. That when I have engaged in something that is upsetting, that too is a choice. And the question is, being upset, does that serve me? If it doesn't, I could say that my interpretive lens is not working well, and I can replace that. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the reticulated activating system. It's part of our brain. It acts like a spider web in our brain, and it's the filter that our senses provide information, but this filters out. It acts like a bouncer at a bar. It lets people in, and certain things are kept out. And it also keeps things from overload. It just makes us focus on things that we find important. Things that we don't feel important, we don't even observe. So what are examples of a reticular activating system? So for example, if you were at a party and some cute guy or woman looks at you and smiles, then looks away. Suddenly, your attention is focused on that one person and everyone else is minimized. That's your reticular activating system. Another example is that maybe you're dating somebody who drives a white Honda Accord. And now all of a sudden you notice there's a lot of Honda Accords on the road. The number of white Honda Accords are the same. It's your reticular activating system that kind of focuses on that. So what's real? It's what we want to perceive. So I've come up with an idea of psychic surgery. You know, we can replace lenses, cataracts, with good lenses, but maybe we can also replace our interpretive lenses. And this is my idea of psychic surgery, repairing your reticular activating system. 9 simple steps that we can do every morning. Some of this comes from a therapist named Mel Robbins, and some of it's from me. To start, the first thing I do when I get up in the morning, I say to myself, it's going to be a great day. This could be the best day of your life. Before the stress even sets in, I try to set the tone. My goal is to have a wonderful day. It's an awareness that the things like peace and happiness and joy are not dependent upon external situations. It's a conscious decision. If I look carefully, I can find joy and happiness in almost every situation. So say it with me. It's going to be a great day. Oh, we can do better than that. Say it again. It's going to be a great day. There you go. You know, we're starting to rewire our brains from a mindset that sometimes leads us to fear to something better. Number 2, something wonderful is going to happen today. I have this taped to my bathroom mirror. When I change the words in my mind, I see the world differently. I have spoken about this in other talks, and reality is more of a fluid concept than something that's concrete and external to me. The observed and the observer are connected. Number 3, whatever happens today, I can handle it. To relax. You know, I think everybody goes through a rough patch or goes through storms. But in my life, I realize is that all storms eventually do pass. It always does. Just to relax. Number 4, positive thoughts lead to positive outcomes. Our brain is neutral, and we program it with our intentions. So can I replace the negative chatter with other things? Can I do that? What would happen if that happened? And you know, it's really hard is that sometimes it just, in the course of the day, I have some real crappy thoughts, and I have to catch myself and I say, stop that. Stop it. I take that back because that's not a thought where I want to go. And sometimes there's a lot of work done in the day, and when you look at the external, there's not a lot going on, but internally there is. Challenging this pernicious negativity that sometimes goes in my mind. It's rewiring the brain. Number 5, peace of mind is an imperative. I will detach from people and situations that jeopardize my peace of mind. I do not hate them. I pray for them, but I have no interest in having them rain on my parade. Do whatever you need to have peace of mind. Guard that as one of your most treasured possessions. Number 6, I'm allowed to be a work in progress. I make mistakes. My pencil has erasers on it, probably just like yours. I don't have all the answers. Somebody had pointed out I had published several books, and I had several spelling errors on the back cover. It's like, you know what? Fix it. It's no big deal. Just fix it. It's like, and quit beating yourself up for making mistakes. We're not perfect. We can do things, try to do better. We can fix it. Everything is fixable. Number 7, consistent small steps lead to great things. It's just practice. If you wanted to be good at the piano, you would practice every day. If you only practice once a month, you're not going to be very good. But if you practice, you may never be a virtuoso, but you'll get better. Practice, practice, practice. And back in my 30s, I started running. I used to be a smoker, and I quit and decided that needed to do some things, better things for my body. And when I was in high school, I had a gym teacher who had us run a mile every time, And then one day he said, "Okay, guys, I want you to run 2 miles." And we thought he was absolutely insane. I never ran that far, and nobody never got taught about how to run or any of that. I finished, but it was a miserable experience, and it wasn't probably for another 15 years before I actually picked it up again. And it's difficult, there's no doubt. I mean, it's effort. But I'm willing to put in effort for my body because it's a biomechanical machine, and it needs to be exercised. These muscles, these lungs, and the heart, they all need to be worked. They don't have to be abused, but they need to work. And if I go slow and steady, I can run for long distances. Up into my 60s, I was running half marathons. And I could run for 2-3 hours. Today, not so much. A long run is 40-45 minutes, but I'm still doing it. You know what? Nobody cares about how fast or how far. It's to go out and do something to take. And what are the results of doing this? I have better physical health and better mental health as well. It's very interesting. When I run, I don't have any real thoughts going through my head other than just taking the next step, and I'm aware of 10 feet in front of me. And it's like there's no thoughts. It's almost like a massage for my brain, that it doesn't have to think or come up with ideas or think about what I'm going to do for dinner or what needs to be done. It's just a means of meditation. It's not for everybody, but I can take small steps to have better results. But if I keep practicing, it does get better. Number 8, I am a master creator. I say that to myself in the morning. I have the power within me to create a great life. You have the power within you to create a great life. Say it with me. I have the power to create a great life.
I have the power to create a great life.
There you go. I like that. We're training our brains to flip things over, to see it differently, that maybe through our thoughts we can actually create a reality that reflects all that. And the last one, number 9, the activity of absolute good is working in my life right now. Even though sometimes there's situations where there's failed relationships, or maybe you lose a job, financial concerns, maybe there's a death of a loved one. But know this, that even under those conditions, absolute good is working in your life. There have been many times when I thought I was treated unfairly, only to find years later that what a blessing that was, that job failed, that I ended up with a career that I always wanted. So what was a good thing and what was a bad thing? Sometimes time has a way of changing our perspective of things. I understand that this practice of doing these 9 steps can be difficult. Some of it can be counterintuitive. You might feel uncomfortable at first doing that. But we're engaged in a process that will rewire our brains. And I make this guarantee. If you practice these 9 steps every morning for the next 6 weeks, your life will change for the better. You'll have a new interpretive lens and see a completely different world. Are you up for that challenge? Yeah. In conclusion, our understanding and beliefs are shaped by our upbringing, our social expectations and culture. It's no surprise that our perspectives differ so greatly. Instead of letting these differences divide us, we can choose to be more tolerant of others who hold different beliefs. I have a couple dear friends in Iron Mountain, and we are at the polar opposites in the political spectrum. And I have not let this difference pull us apart. I remind myself that they are good men, and if I had been raised in their family, under their religious beliefs, and within their community, I might see my political agenda differently. My role isn't to change them. My role is to love them. I'd like to share a quote from George Bernard Shaw. It's an idea about changing our vision. He said this: "This is the true joy in life, being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live, it is my privilege to do that, do for it what I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It's a sort of splendid torch, which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations." You know, most of us weren't born with a lot of skills to know how to make a great life, but we can learn. We can do better. We can find joy in this moment under these conditions right now. Namaste. Nice to see you all.
Reminders and what we said in that we all know these things, but are we doing them? Are we putting them into action? Good reminders to go out there this week and put them into action. So I'd like for us to take these next few moments to fill our hearts with gratitude and appreciation for all of the blessings and gifts in our lives. The blessings that we experience every day on this beautiful planet of ours. Even if it takes a shift in our lens, we can find it. Appreciation for our wonderful fellowship, our ability to be here together every Sunday. And we thank each other for your generous donations to allow that to happen. So at this time, John is going to come around with the basket. Remember to put your prayer cards in the basket as he comes around too. And Corey will guide us in I am grateful.
I am grateful, grateful, I am grateful, grateful, I am grateful.
eternally, blessing and multiplying the tithes and offerings I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare.
And now, too, if we would take another moment to go within as we bring our attention to all those mentioned in the basket today. Friends, family, conditions, situations, anything that we hold in our hearts as needing prayer. Let us extend our hearts that are filled with love right now, filled with appreciation and gratitude to all those who need. To all those who are weary, who feel heavy, who need clarity, who need healing of all kinds. May they open their hearts, soften their hearts, and allow love to enter. For all those who are holding on to fear, may that empty out of their hearts and may their hearts be filled with love. Hearts filled with love have no room for fear. And together we say, and so it is. Now we have some more wonderful music by the Bliton Band.
I'd like to do a song that's on my second CD. The title is Yesterday Man. And there's two main characters in this song, Yesterday Man and Tomorrow Dude. And so it sounds like Yesterday Man is probably depressed. And Tomorrow Dude might be anxious, given what we've heard. And so they don't get along, but we have choices. Got a cataract in his eye. I want to thank Chuck and Steve for being on here. Yesterday man calls up tomorrow dude, tells him to leave his world alone, shouts into the
right now. Breathe in, breathe out. Right here, right now. Breathe in, breathe out.
While they're still up here, let's give the Matt Bliton Band a big and thank you, Tori, as always, for all of your beautiful music. Thank you so much. And thank you, Richard, for all of your wonderful insight. And thanks to all of you for being here. It just means the world to all of us. If you look to your right and to your left, the people around you appreciate you being here and sharing your love and your energy with us on Sunday. So thank you so much. I have a few announcements. Big one, Halloween party coming up this coming Saturday, October the 25th at 5 p.m. here in the social hall. Costumes are optional, but encouraged. So start thinking. So it'll be a potluck. Matt Bliton will be providing some music for us. We'll have some games, we'll have some gift bag drawings. It'll be a fun evening together. Then we have Julie Dillon's Healing Movements class every Monday at 4. And coming up, I haven't checked with Sue, but Waldemar Walk is coming up on November 2nd at 12:30. And a reminder that next Sunday is Potluck Sunday. And I will be sharing a message and with Linda Abar providing the music. So hopefully you can all make it on Sunday as well. So let us join together in our big peace circle and say our closing blessing.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God is within us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And that's the truth.
I don't think anybody can hear anything after that.
So let's finish now. Who is he's going to be playing?
Oh, just leave it on.
Okay. All right. You said Thursday or Wednesday? Thursday or Wednesday?
I miss you. I gotta get back to yoga someday. Doctor says December 11th.
December 11th, okay.
But I bought